first of all, does this farmer movement still have legs?
Well, I think this is amazing, the way the farmer movement has gone on for over 10 months now. And we are seeing that the spirit and the commitment and the claim of the farmers that they are not going to give up for another 10 years, even if the government doesn't want them to come around the table, I think is quite visible. And the nationwide protest that the country is witnessing today, what is called as Bharat Bandh, is largely been successful. A clear indication that the farmer movement is not petered away as was expected by many, because this is the largest and the longest farmers' protest anywhere in the world.
And you say it's not going anywhere. With upcoming elections, how much more important will they become? How political will they become too?
Well, I think that is where the farmers are pitching in. They realize that perhaps the government will understand the language of votes. And so, therefore, they have a very significant role to play, considering the elections in few assemblies or states coming up in the next few months, and especially the state of Uttar Pradesh, which we all know is the most populated in the country. And in that western belt of Uttar Pradesh, farmers are a dominant class, and they have already demonstrated their presence by a massive protest rally on September 5th, and they are now going ahead, with protests happening in various district headquarters with the aim to educate people that the government has been anti-farmer, and so they must exercise their vote when the time comes for election early next year. I think that is going to be a very significant development. Let's wait and watch what happens at that particular time, and I think that will sway the results either way.
And if you could just remind our audience what these farmer protests mean for the Indian economy, and what it means when such a large portion of India's population is made up of subsistence farmers and small farmers.
I think it is very important to understand that farmers over the last few decades have been denied their rightful income. And just because the economic design is cast in such a manner that agriculture has to be sacrificed for the sake of the industry, and farmers have felt that anger, and that is what I call as compound anger, which is spilling onto the streets, because after how long can you drive the farming community to the wall? And what they are trying to say is, and that has been demonstrated by a recent survey, a large survey done by the government itself, and which has established that the farmers' income has actually deteriorated over the period of the last 10 years. This survey is called the Situational Assessment Survey of the National Statistical Office, and it shows that the average income of a farmer per day is just rupees 27, which means $0.37 is the daily income of a farmer in India, which is less than what a cow receives, even within the country, and is less than what a daily wage workers earn in India. So I think that tells you the plight of the farming community, and the reason why the farmers feel this is the opportunity or the last breath, I think, that they feel that they are fighting for, is to regain their pride in agriculture, pride in farming, and people need to understand why farmers in India are protesting. But there's no difference here. Globally, also, agriculture is in terrible distress, whether in America or European Union or Canada or the other developed countries. And the farmers there are also demanding guaranteed price. The farmer in India are also demanding guaranteed price by way of what you said as the minimum support price, MSP, that the Indian farmers are asking for. So I think the message that the farmers are trying to convey is that if you do not provide a guaranteed price to agriculture, I think agriculture is at a stage when farmers would be then disappearing from the map. And I think that is where the farmers are putting their efforts to.
Thanks so much for really, pointing out the significance and also those global parallels. Devinder Sharma, appreciate your time. Thank you.